Rivals has arrived. I'm Scott Mitchell. This is Jason Buck. I have another show called Helmets Off, and we have a special segment in the show called the Gauntlet of Truth. It's where we ask people questions. They have to commit to giving an honest answer. And I'd like to do a Gauntlet of Truth here on Rivals with Jason. Would you be willing to do that, Jason?
Oh, man.
I can't force you against your will. You have to commit to it. But you have to tell me the truth.
Okay.
No spin, no lies. And I'll know if you're lying, just so you know, because I know that.
Oh, I know. And you know what? I'm like Abraham Lincoln. I can't.
You cannot tell a lie?
I cannot tell a lie.
That is true.
My wife will tell you I'm the worst liar in the world.
And there's not a lot of filter on Jason either. He's pretty wears it on his sleeve kind of guy.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to ask you these questions, because you're going to get
okay.
Okay, look.
I'll be a good sport.
You won't get incriminated, and it's not going to impact your relationship with Roxy. Are you willing to do that?
Okay.
All right. You good?
I'll go for it.
Okay.
For the team. For the team.
Hey, just so you know, I've only had one person in all of the interviews actually get 100%. You will be graded by this, by the way. You'll get a grade.
All right.
Okay. So, if you could play football, professional football in any era, what era would it be, and what team would you play for?
Oh, and what team I'd play for?
Yeah.
Gosh, Scott, you know, I grew up in that romance of Vince Lombardi and the frozen tundra and Dallas Tom Landry and his hat and all that stuff. But and Dick Butkus and all these famous players at that time, you just worshipped them as a young boy. But I got to, and as a little boy, I loved the Vikings. Remember I told you that story about playing, watching the Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 3 or 4. And saying I was going to play there someday. So I was always a Vikings and Redskin fan growing up as a kid, and more so the Vikings, honestly. But you know what? I love the era I played in. I really did. I think I played in an exciting era. I got to play against Tom Landry, walk out on the field with him when he was still coaching, Chuck Noll right at the end of their careers, and cross over that era and still be in the era of tough guys, I think, with just a little better equipment and more television and things around us, and playing against Joe Montana. I'd play in my era again. I loved it. Other than I wish we had the money of today.
So you wouldn't pick another era?
Wouldn't pick another era.
I mean, wouldn't you want to just go and kind of see? And just kind of go, it'd be fun to play with this guy or this coach or something like that.
Playing in the 60s, early 70s, whatever, when you still got to, when the offensive lineman had to block like this.
Yeah, and you could clothesline players.
You got to clothesline and head slap, and that would have been a riot.
Okay.
I would have loved that.
What's your greatest regret? I don't know if it's great.
And I would have played for, I still would have played for the Redskins, definitely. I love Joe Gibbs.
All right. So, greatest regret, biggest regret, worst regret.
In the football world?
In life.
Biggest regret. Man, you know what? In life, I'd have to say, losing my farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you found it? Would you put out a missing persons on it? Or
yeah.
Where did it go?
After my pro football career, it was my, my dream was always to have that ranch and farm and take care of my dad and my family, with our hard life that we had. And, so I took all my money, from pro football, which wasn't a ton back then, and put it into a farm down in the mountains in Manti, Utah. And, just didn't, we just struggled for a while. And, and then the IRS came after me because some bad advice from a bad financial advisor, and it just put me under. I just had to give it up and move on with my life, and I wasn't able to take care of my dad like I wanted to, and it was just, in my family, I just thought I'd be this big brother that would save everybody, and that was a real heartbreak for me. I still live with that, honestly. That's tough emotionally to feel like I failed on that one. Yeah. Yeah,
those are hard things, and we've all had them.
Yeah.
So in your life, all that you've been through, good, bad, and indifferent, what is the thing that you'd like to share with people the most? What is the one thing you'd like to say, okay, this is the big thing, the big idea that I've learned in life?
Wow. Man, I didn't know when you were telling me I didn't know I was going to get these heavy questions. Honestly,
they weigh about 8.5 pounds. They're not super heavy.
Yeah.
But I have heavier ones if you want.
yeah, you didn't hit me with these when I did helmets off with you before. What I'd want to teach people, the message I'd want to leave them.
Yeah, the thing that just just the one thing that you could share with people. Yeah.
Man, I would honestly, share that. I mean, the strength of my life in a very short message would be, to put God first in your life, and He's everything to me. And I learned early in life to pray like it all depended on the Lord, and work like it all depended on me, and when the darkest hours in your life, and you feel all alone, and you feel like you don't have support, or there's nowhere else to go, you get down on your knees and you pray to that one person, that being, that you're God, and find that support that you can't get from anywhere else, and that strength. And I just knew it was a gift. As a snot-nosed, dirty little kid, and I just knew God loved me and Jesus Christ loved me, and that was just a source of strength in my life to overcome all of my personal adversities, and keep your head up and never quit.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, along that vein, aside from your family, that includes crazy uncles, aunts, parents, siblings, spouse. Yeah. What person has had the most impact on your life, and why?
Living person. And I can't use brother and dad, right?
Nope.
And family. There's a couple of coaches, but I got to go with one. Because I really love, Lavelle Edwards. It was a great coach in my life, and taught me great principles. And I'm gonna, him and Joe Gibbs. Joe was just a special person. He was a special person that just really inspired me, and he was a great Christian man, and but just a disciplinarian and a tough guy, and he just. You feared him and respected him and loved him, right? All of it. And he was a fiery guy, right? And I'm a fiery person. So he was, where Lavelle was very mellow, Joe was religious like that, but just he was a pistol. But I'm much more of Joe Gibbs type of a personality. And I just love the man. I think he epitomized everything right in football and what we dreamed football should be.
Those are some great choices.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, there you have it. Jason has traveled the Gauntlet of Truth.
Wow, I didn't expect to go that deep.
Yeah, it goes deep.
Yeah.
We try to draw tears and all that fun stuff. I'm going to call it. It's going to be in the 90s. I'm going to say it's probably. I'm going to go 92 just because the era.
You didn't like my era choice?
No, I didn't like that.
I love my era.
We're
still tough guys. I'd come in on the side of you for a sack, and I'd whip my head and knock you out.
No.
I mean, I could use my head as a weapon. You can't do that anymore.
No. You picked the wrong era.
But it left a lot of damage, but it was a heck of a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. All right. Rivals has arrived. Now it's time to go. Text Rivals to 65537. Those social sites, like us, because we like you. Be smart. Dial us in on your smartphone. This session of Rivals is now over.
And we're off to our corners.
And he is definitely Jason Buck.
And that is definitely Big Scott Mitchell, Thunder lefty.
We'll catch you soon.